As the day passes, the U.S.-Iran standoff is becoming increasingly tense, with repeated exchanges of threats. All these developments are unfolding against the backdrop of anti-government protests in Iran that began on December 28, 2025. According to a U.S.-based human rights group, more than 2,600 people have been killed in the crackdown on protesters, as Iran has witnessed its largest demonstrations against clerical rule since the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Global politics could shift abruptly if the U.S. decides to strike Iran, as Trump has repeatedly warned of possible U.S. intervention. The situation could deteriorate rapidly across the Middle East. In a major turn of events, the United States has begun pulling some personnel from military bases in the Middle East, a U.S. official confirmed on January 14th. This move follows Tehran's warning to neighboring countries that American bases would be targeted if Washington launched an attack. Trump has repeatedly threatened to intervene in Iran, warning of very strong action if protesters are executed. A senior Iranian official said Tehran warned regional allies, including Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Turkey, that U.S. bases would be targeted if Washington attacks Iran. The official added that direct contacts between Iran's foreign minister and U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff have also been suspended. The United States maintains major military forces in the region, including Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar and the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet in Bahrain. Tehran has accused the United States and Israel of fueling the unrest through what it describes as terrorist actors. A U.S. official said some personnel were being withdrawn from key Middle East bases as a precaution amid heightened regional tensions. Diplomats said some staff were advised to leave the U.S. military's Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar by the evening of January 14th, calling the move a posture change, not an ordered evacuation. There were no signs of troops being moved to nearby civilian areas, unlike last June, before Iran launched missiles at the base in response to U.S. airstrikes. The U.S. Embassy in Doha and Qatar's foreign ministry had no immediate comment. Israeli and Arab officials have urged the Trump administration to delay any strike on Iran, arguing the regime is not yet weak enough for military action to bring it down, NBC News reported. Israeli officials reportedly back regime change, but warn that foreign military action alone may be insufficient, suggesting alternatives such as sanctions, cyber attacks, and support for protesters. Arab officials expressed concern that a U.S. or Israeli attack could unite Iranians and destabilize the region, with Gulf states warning of oil market shocks and internal unrest. The report comes as President Donald Trump said he has not decided how to respond to Iran's deadly crackdown on nationwide protests that have killed at least 2,571 people, though he said the U.S. military is weighing several strong options.
On Iran, have they crossed your red line yet to trigger a response?
Well, this article, it looks like, and there seem to be some people killed that aren't supposed to be killed. These are violent, if you call them leaders, I don't know if they're leaders or just they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it, and we're looking at some very strong options. We'll make a determination.
Which options have you been briefed on? Are you meeting with senior officials?
Am I going to really, are you asking me to say what will they do, where will we attack, when, and at what angle will we attack from? Who are you with?
I'm with the U.S. White House TV pool. I'm wondering, are you being briefed on options? I'm with CNN, sir.
Why don't you just say I'm with CNN? She says I'm with the White House pool.
Yes.
And I say, what? You're with CNN. You're with
yeah.
with fake news.
Iran
Because
said that-
CNN is fake news.
Iran
Go ahead,
said
give me a question.
Can I ask how you're balancing and how you're deciding your response, the balance between helping protesters versus hindering them? Because I imagine that's a delicate balance to strike.
I mean, some of the protesters were killed through the stampeding. I mean, there's so many of them. And some were shot. We get a full report. I'm getting an hourly report, and we're going to make a determination.
Sir, the son of the deposed Shah and some military leaders are encouraging you to take action in Iran. Is that a serious option? And I guess
Some people have been shot, and we're looking at it.
Are you going to send Starlink to Iran, sir, to help the people in the ground with the internet blackout for more than 72 hours?
We're talking about that. We may get the internet going, if that's
Are
possible.
you talking to us
We may
about
speak to Elon, because as you know, he's very good at that kind of thing. He's got a very good company. So we may speak to Elon Musk. And in fact, I'm going to call him as soon as I'm finished with you.
Just quickly, Iran said that they would consider military and commercial bases as legitimate targets if you struck. Are you concerned about?
That will consider things targets that they wouldn't believe. If they do that, we will hit them at levels that they've never been hit before. And they won't even believe it.
Do you think
I have options that are so strong. So I mean, if they did that, it'll be met with a very, very powerful force.
Iran takes your threats seriously?
I think so. Don't you think so, CNN? Don't you think so? Wouldn't you say that they probably do at this point? After going through it for years with me, being hit, Soleimani, al-Baghdadi, the Iran nuclear threat wiped out, don't you think, and then you just had Venezuela, don't you think, she says, CNN, do you think they take your threat seriously? Wouldn't you say they do after all of the things we've done? What a stupid question.
Is that something willingness from Iran to engage diplomatically with you, or perhaps negotiate on nuclear program?
With Iran?
Yeah, do you think they want to engage diplomatically with you?
They do. They called
They called you? Is it still
yesterday.
an option? Is it still an option?
Iran called to negotiate.
Yesterday.
Yesterday, the leaders of Iran called. They want to negotiate. I think they're tired of being beat up by the United States.
Are you sharing any details on that call?
Iran wants to negotiate. Yes,
Negotiate
we
what?
may meet with them. I mean, a meeting is being set up, but we may have to act because of what's happening before the meeting. But a meeting is being set up. Iran called. They want to negotiate.
Earlier, Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei lashed out at Trump and asked him to focus on his own country, alleging that Trump's hands are red with the blood of Iranians from previous U.S. strikes in support of Israel in June 2025.
They were actively engaged in widespread destruction, causing immense damage and chaos, solely for the purpose of appeasing and gratifying the individual who held the highest position in American foreign affairs. This was because this prominent figure had previously uttered a completely unfounded and utterly irrelevant statement declaring that if the Iranian government were to undertake specific actions or policies, he would personally intervene and provide unwavering support to certain factions or outcomes, thereby inciting these destructive behaviors. These disruptive rioters and genuinely harmful individuals, just because these disruptive rioters and truly harmful people within the country, their fervent hopes are entirely pinned on him. If he is indeed capable, then he should absolutely be allowed to fix his very own country. In his own country, there are so many significant incidents and pressing problems constantly happening.